Welcome back to my channel. I am on the road. This video today was a request for a soft spoken. So I thought I would start the day riding in my car. I'm not going to read right now, but I wanted to say hello and just tell you that thank you so much for tuning in. I'm doing my best to do all the videos, and not just for you guys, and not just for YouTube, but for just to force myself that every time I challenge myself, I challenge myself and I come out more prepared or more, more inspired, that I'm able to do something that I didn't think I could. And sometimes I fail. And sometimes I get very, very close to fail, but it's motivating to just get it in. And so I am on my way to work. I've been working for the past 4 days. Today's Tuesday. I have one more day, so which is odd that I'm even working 5 straight days at the spa. And then it's just crazy. We're doing, me and my daughter are doing singing at the Tampa Zoo for the holidays. So it's just been really, really crazy. Just the thought of Christmas and gathering, and of course we do our dinner on the 24th. The whole family comes over. The house is a mess. We're behind on Christmas decorations just because I haven't been home. Alan has been working a lot as well. He's been in Puerto Rico. He comes in tonight. So it's been crazy. It's been challenging, but I enjoy working at the spa. I enjoy doing these videos for you guys. I enjoy reading the Word of God and just being inspired every day. If it's not by, the radio station, and listening a little piece of something that can encourage you or encourage me, or the Bible app, or there's so many resources out there. You just need to find the one that's right for you. Or like if you're like me, I skip around and I do it all. So I actually did a video on the Bible app. I'm gonna kind of link it here. On the Bible app, and I was doing that. That was motivating me to do it every day. Now I switched to the radio. So I listen to the radio in the morning on my way to work. So, gosh, I don't want to make this video too long. I'm going to do my best to start when I get there. It's just that it's challenging. Every time I say, oh my gosh, this is so challenging, I don't want you guys feeling bad. I feel like you guys are feeling bad. I don't want it to look like I'm complaining. I actually say it because it's the opposite, because it's challenging, but I'm doing it, and it's rewarding for me. It's very rewarding. So today looks like it's a very foggy morning. It's about 9:13. My first massage is at 10, and I think I have four treatments today. So this is a soft-spoken request video, and I thought I'd chat along with you guys. So I will be shortly when I stopped, I'll start the reading, which we're going to be doing, reading Luke 8 is what we're going to be reading today. So stay tuned. Luke 8. Let's begin. Jesus. After this, while Jesus was traveling through some cities and small towns, he preached and told the good news about God's kingdom. The 12 apostles were with him, and also some women who had been healed of sickness and evil spirits. Mary, called Magdalene, from whom 7 demons had gone out. Joanna, the wife of Chuza, the manager of Herod's house. Susanna, and many others. These women used their own money to help Jesus and his apostles. A story about planting seeds. When a great crowd was gathered and people were coming to Jesus from every town, he told them this story. A farmer went out to plant his seed. While he was planting, some seed fell by the rock. People walked on the seed and the birds ate it up. Some seed fell on rock, and when it began to grow, it died because it had no water. Some seed fell among thorny weeds, but the weeds grew up with it and choked the good plants. And some seed fell on good ground and grew and made 100 times more. As Jesus finished the story, he called out, "You people who can hear me, listen." Jesus' followers asked him what this story meant. Jesus said, "You have been chosen to know the secrets about the kingdom of God. But I use stories to speak to other people so that they will look, but they may not see. They will listen, but they may not understand." This is what the story means. The seed is God's message. The seed that fell beside the road is like the people who hear God's teaching, but the devil comes and takes it away from them so they cannot believe it and be saved. The seed that fell on the rock is like those who hear God's teaching and accept it gladly, but they don't allow the teaching to go deep into their lives. I see that too. They believe for a while, but when trouble comes, they give up. The seed that fell among the thorny weeds is like those who hear God's teaching, but they let the worries, riches, and pleasures of this life keep them from growing and producing good fruit. And the seed that fell on the good ground is like those who hear God's teaching with good, honest hearts and obey it and patiently produce good fruit. I see all kinds of people. I've seen people, just even within the family. I've seen friends of the family and, people, friends, that we run into, and they hear it and they're believers. But their motivation, it's led by something else, maybe. But this is the stories are to use as a reminder of, you can stray, but just get back on the road. Use what you have. No one, after lighting a lamp, covers it with a bowl or hides it under a bed. Instead, the person puts it on a lampstand so those who come in will see the light. Everything that is hidden will become clear, and every secret thing will be made known. So be careful how you listen. Those who have understanding will be given more. But those who do not have understanding, even what they think, they will be taken away from them. I know there's another part in the Bible where it talks about talents, how if you don't use them, they'll be taken away. And maybe not that they're taken away like you're bad, you're not going to use this, but they kind of disappear because you don't develop it. Maybe. All right, we'll be continuing chapter 8 when I get back from work. So see you in a little bit. Bye. Welcome back. It's the evening. Okay, so we were just talking about use what you have. Now we're going to move it on to Jesus' true family. Jesus' mother and brother came to see him, but there was such a crowd they could not get to him. Someone said to Jesus, "Your mother and your brother are standing outside, wanting to see you." Jesus answered them, "My mother and my brother are those who listen to God's teaching and obey it." All right, let's keep going. Jesus calms a storm. One day, Jesus and his followers got into a boat, and he said to them, "Let's go across the lake." And so they started across. While they were sailing, Jesus fell asleep. A very strong wind blew up on the lake, causing the boat to fill with water. And they were in danger. The followers went to Jesus and woke him, saying, "Master, Master, we will drown." Jesus got up and gave a command to the wind and the waves. They stopped, and it became calm. Jesus said to his followers, "Where is your faith?" The followers were afraid and amazed and said to each other, "Who is this that commands even the winds and the water, and they obey him?" Okay. A man with demons inside him. Jesus and his followers sailed across the lake from Galilee to the area of Gerasene people. When Jesus got out of the land, on the land, a man from the town who had demons inside him came to Jesus. For a long time he had worn no clothes and had lived in the burial caves, not in a house. When he saw Jesus, he cried out and fell down before him. He said with a loud voice, "What do you want with me, Jesus, Son of the Most High God? I beg you, don't torture me." He said this because Jesus was commanding the evil spirit to come out of the man. Many times it had taken hold of him. Though he had been kept under guard and chained hand and foot, he had broken his chains and had been forced by the demons out of a lonely place. Jesus asked him, "What is your name?" And he answered, "Legion," because many demons were in him. The demons begged Jesus not to send them into eternal darkness. A large herd of pigs was feeding on a hill, and the demons begged Jesus to allow them to go into the pigs. So Jesus allowed them to do this. When the demons came out of the man, they went into the pigs, and the herd ran down the hill into the lake and was drowned. When the herdsmen saw what had happened, they ran away and told about this in the town on the countryside. And people went to see what had happened. When they came to Jesus, they found the man sitting at Jesus' feet, clothed and in his right mind, because the demons were gone. But the people were frightened. The people who saw this happen told others how Jesus had made the man well. All the people of the Gerasene country asked Jesus to leave because they were all very afraid. So Jesus got into a boat and went back to Galilee. The man whom Jesus had healed begged to go with him, but Jesus sent him away, saying, "Go back home and tell people how much God has done for you." So the man went all over town telling how much Jesus had done for him. Jesus gives life to a dead girl and heals a sick woman. When Jesus got back to Galilee, a crowd welcomed him because everyone was waiting for him. A man named Jairus, a leader of the synagogue, came to Jesus and fell at his feet, begging him to come to his house. Jairus' only daughter, about 12 years old, was dying. While Jesus was on his way to Jairus' house, the people were crowding all around him. A woman was in the crowd who had been bleeding for 12 years, but no one was able to heal her. She came up behind Jesus and touched the edge of his coat, and instantly her bleeding stopped. And then Jesus said, "Who touched me?" When all the people said they had not touched him, Peter said, "Master, the people are all around you and are pushing against you." But Jesus said, "Someone did touch me because I felt power go out from me." When the woman saw she could not hide, she came forward shaking and fell down before Jesus. While all the people listened, she told why she had touched him and how she had been instantly healed. Jesus said to her, "Dear woman, you are made well because you believed. Go in peace." While Jesus was still speaking, someone came from the house of the synagogue leader and said to him, "Your daughter is dead. Don't bother the teacher anymore." When Jesus heard this, he said to Jairus, "Don't be afraid. Just believe and your daughter will be well." When Jesus went to the house, he let only Peter, John, James, and girl's father and mother go inside with him. All the people were crying and feeling sad because the girl was dead. But Jesus said, "Stop crying. She is not dead, only asleep." So the people laughed at Jesus because they knew the girl was dead. But Jesus took hold of her hand and called to her, "My child, stand up." Her spirit came back into her, and she stood up at once. Then Jesus ordered that she be given something to eat. The girl's parents were amazed, but Jesus told them not to tell anyone what had happened. So, now I'm questioning it. Why he told the guy with the evil spirits inside him, he told him to, wait, let me see, okay. He told him with the evil sides in him to go share and tell him how God has treated you, but he didn't want the little girl, to be known. Like he didn't want. Not sure how, but anyway, I love to hear all the different what do you call it? All the different miracles, and it just again is showing. Yes, there were more miracles to show back in the day, and just because your little girl dies doesn't mean that we lost belief because we don't believe that she died. It's really how the miracles are, how miracles work. I feel like it's just God's timing. So at some point I'm like, how would you expect for us to believe that someone can come back to life if it's just not God's plan? But at the same time, as believers, we have faith that in the end everything will be okay. Everything will be fine. Everybody will be okay, whether it's bad or a miracle that we didn't expect. God provides in such ways that we can't expect perfection, but God actually has something better planned than what we we know what we want. So I pray that you guys will continue to read this Luke, this series of Luke. I'm enjoying the stories, little miracles, and no, I just hope you guys are doing it daily as like I am, and just stay in tune. And hopefully you guys will have a great day, a great evening, and we will see you tomorrow. Another day.